3 second quarter. Pagsamasamahin na natin lahat ng topics for circle. For SLEM 6 to 10. So for SLEM 3, for SLEM 6, we are going to identify the relations among chords, arcs, central angles, and inscribed angles. So here on the module, we have the definition of terms. This one is the circle. A circle is a set of all points in a plane equidistant from a fixed point. So the fixed point is the center while the fixed distance is the radius. Now, as you can see this one, we will name this as circle O. And then this one is your radius. These are parts of the circle. Now, there are many radius in a circle. It depends on the figure. So take note that the radius is a fixed distance from the center to a point on the circle. So when you say point on the circle, eto yan, yung nandun sa line ng pinaka-circle. So the terms related in circles, the first one is the radius. The next one is the diameter, which is double the radius. And take note that a diameter is a line that passes through the center. So since it passes through, meaning from one endpoint on the circle to another endpoint on the circle, they provided that it passes through the center. So that's the diameter. Next is a chord. So when you say chord, ayan, that is a line segment containing or connecting any 2 points on the circle. So for example, we have here the figure circle O. So in circle O, your chord here is chord AB and AC. Now, as you can see, this is a point on the circle connecting another point on the circle. This is chord AB. Next, we also have a chord AC. So C is also another point on the circle. So AC is also a chord. Now, a diameter is also a chord, but the diameter is considered as the longest chord. What's the difference between diameter and chord? A diameter is a special chord because it passes through the center of the circle. Pero then again, its endpoint is on the circle. So for example, ito we have radius CB. Diba? Pasok siya dun sa definition ng chord wherein it connects two endpoints on the circle. Pero provided it passes through the center. Okay, next. Ayan. Next po, we have the secant. Secant. Pwede siyang basahin na secant, pwedeng secant. Okay. So, a secant line is a line that, kasi meron ding secant sa trigonometry. Now, a secant line is a line that intersects a circle at exactly 2 points. Ano yung difference niya sa chord? Si chord ay segment. So, as you can see, this is chord AB. Tapos dito, secant din si AB. Kasi, meron kang line dito. So, this is a secant. So, if it happens na may line pa ulit dito, pwede kang magkaroon ng secant line AC. Okay po. Pero tingnan nyo yung difference ng chord and secant. Yung sign niya sa ibabaw may arrow. Pero dito, sa chord, sa ibabaw yung sign niya walang arrow. And then it indicates that a secant line is a line. Kaya yung kanyang sign is may arrowhead dun sa magkabilang dulo sa taas. And then a tangent is a line that intersects a circle at exactly 1 point. Take note, this is a line. Tangent is a line. So, hindi siya pwedeng segment. A tangent is a line. it intersects a circle at exactly 1 point. So this is your tangent line E. Kasi diba we name a line through one letter, and then yung point of tangency niya is point D. Ayan, kung saan siya tumama sa circle. That is what you called the point of tangency. Itong part na to. Okay? Next. So, we have the interior of the circle. Ibig sabihin ng interior, nasa loob. Exterior of the circle, nasa labas. Tapos, on the circle, yun yung sinasabi ko, yung term na on, ibig sabihin, nandun siya sa pinaka, ayan o, it's neither on the exterior nor on the interior. So, wala siya sa labas, wala siya sa loob. Andun siya sa linya nung circle. Ito yung on. Ayan, medyo nanginig-inig lang. Pero that's on the circle. Okay, next. So, as you can see on this figure, what are the terms? Right? Yan, sasagutan nyo pala yan. So, SLEM 6 is just the parts of the circle. Let's proceed to SLEM 7, arcs of the circle. So, when you say arc, the meaning of arc is what? Ayan. A circle is itself an arc. Any part of a circle between any 2 points is called an arc. So, there are 3 types of arcs: the major, the minor, and the semicircle. Yan, diretsahin na natin. Ayan. Let's go to the minor arc. When you say minor arc, these are the arcs less than 180 degrees. Paano mo muna malalaman kung 180 degrees? Diba sa protractor, ilan yung degrees nun? Yung degrees nun is 180. So, that's a semicircle. So, kapag ka minor, less than. Kapag ka major, greater than. Now, on this figure, we have arc PQ. So, this is arc PQ. This is a minor arc. Syempre, obvious naman na less than 180 siya kasi hindi siya nakabuo ng kalahati ng circle. Okay? Next, QS is also a minor arc. Kasi, but then again, hindi siya nakabuo ng semicircle. And, it's less than 180. Now, what else? Ano pa yung mga minor arc PR, and minor arc what? Minor arc RS. So, in this figure, we have 4 minor arcs. Ayan. Dito sa module, dapat ang pagkakasulat talaga niyan, PR, kasi parang kami maliit na payong, PQ, ayan. Pwede din interchangeable yan, RP, QR, etc. Okay? So, those are the minor arcs. Let's go to the semicircle. So, on this figure, ilan yung semicircle natin na kitang-kita at obvious na obvious? That is dalawa. PQ, PQS. Ayan. So, familiar kayo. Ibig sabihin, 180 yan. And then, on the other side, PRS is also a semicircle. Pwede ding SRP. Pwede ding SQP. Okay? So, sakto siya na 180 degrees. Next is the major arcs. Maraming major arc dito. Basta lalag pa siya ng 180. Example, PQR. So, that's major arc PQR. Pwede ding Q, kasi kapag tinansya mo to, diba? Ito yung kalahati niya. So, major arc pa din si QSR. pa? Pwede din si PRQ. Yan, major arc din. Iba si PQR kay PRQ. So, iba pa din si PRQ. Iba pa din si QPS sa kanila. So, there are many major arcs. Parang ano yan isang minor arc, matik yun, meron siyang major arc na kapares. So, di ba meron tayong minor arc na QS dito? Tapos meron tayong major arc na QRS. Yan. So, again, major arc are greater than 180 degrees. Next, proceed tayo. So, arc addition postulate, you just have to add the two arcs to get the the major arc. So for example here, arc AB plus arc BC is equal to arc ABC. Parang sa angle din yan, angle addition postulate, if you are familiar. So example yan, arc AB is 88 and arc BC is 127. We want to know the measure of arc ABC. So add mo lang si AB at saka si BC, you'll get 250. So, that's the essence of arc addition postulate. Now, let's look at the figure. We want to measure arc PRS. Where is PRS? So, this is PRS. So, if SR is 50, so SR is 50, arc SR, arc QR is 50, QR is 70. What is arc PQ? Identify na lang muna natin kung ano yung niya, mga measurement. Yung buray natin, kita yung yellow. So PQ, measure si PQ? Si QR meron na tayo, that is 70. CRS, that is 50. So if this is a semicircle, we all know that a semicircle is equal to 180 degrees. So 50, 70, 120 na yan. Ilan na lang para maging 180? 60 na lang. 50 plus 70 is 120 plus 60, that's 180. And this one is another 180 degrees because this is a semicircle. Now let's identify na our questions. So arc PRS, so that's equal to 180. PQ, so nakuha natin si PQ kasi semicircle yan. Inadd mo na natin tong dalawa. So this is 120. Yung isang buo 180. So 180 minus 120, arc PQ is 60. Next, arc PR. So if this is 60 and this is 70, so 60 plus 70, that is equal to 130. Arc QS, so that's 70 plus 50, it's equal to 120. And PSQ, yan, malaki-laki yung PSQ, buray natin to. So PSQ, pwede mo naman gawin dyan 180 plus 50 plus 70. So ilan yan? 300 yan, kasi ito ay 250 na plus 50, 300. Pwede din naman dahil alam mong 60 to at alam mong isang buo ng serial ay 360. So 360 minus 60, that's equal to 300. So same lang process yan. Okay, so proceed na tayo sa next topics kasi madali lang naman yung arc addition. Let's go to this SLEM number 8 with 3 central angles. So when you say central angles, these are the angles formed by two radii with a vertex at the center of the circle. So when you say central angle, ayun nga, nag-i-involve na yung center ng circle. So example, here, we have central angle AOB. Pwede din siyang BOA. We also have here on the other side, central angle AOC or COA. Okay? So each of these angles has shown its intercepted minor arcs. So kapag sinabing intercepted, yung tinamaan nilang arc. So itong arc nila, yung tinamaan nilang arc dito. Ito yan. Kaya ibaguhin natin yung kulay. Ito yung mga tinamaan nila. Arc AB. Ito si arc AC. Yan. Tinamaan nilang arc. So central angle AOB intercepts arc AB. Ayan, arc AB. Ito ang in-intercept niya intercepts arc AC. So pag sinabing intercept, yung tinamaan ng dalawang ranay. Yan. Now, intercepted arc and the central angle, they have the same measure. So, ano yung ibig sabihin ko doon? So, proceed tayo. Ayan, ito yun. The degree measure of a central angle is equal to the measure of its intercepted arc. So, example, balik tayo dito. Kung ito ay 80 degrees, si arc AB is also 80 degrees. Sorry. If this is angle AOC, central angle AOC is equal to 75 degrees. Yung intercepted arc niyang CAC is also 75 degrees. Take note na dapat central angle yun. Next. Ayan na, the degree measure of the minor arc is equal to the degree measure of its central angle. The degree measure of the major arc is equal to 360 minus the degree measure of its related minor arc. So, example to. Check natin tong figure na to. If AOB is 35, AOB, tandaan nyo, susundan nyo yung hinihingi letter. AOB is 35 degrees. BOC is 100 degrees. Find the measure of the following. So, si arc AB, if AOB is 35, therefore, si arc AB is also 35. Arc BC is also 100 degrees. Now, if this is 100 and this is 35 using SLEM kanina natin, arc addition postulate 135. So, ilan na lang yan? This is 45. So, arc CD is 45. And central angle DOC is also 45. Then again, this one is a semicircle. So, this is equal to 180. So, sagutan natin yung mga hinihingi. So, what's the measure of arc AB? So, that's 35 kasi the central angle is 35. What is arc BC? That's also 100. What is the measure of angle COD? that is 45. Kasi nga through angle addition postulate. If we add 35, 45, and 100, we'll get 180, which is a semi-circle. Plus yung 180 mo, di buong circle is 360. Arc CD is 45. Arc DEA is 180. So, ganun lang. Minsan mas okay na sagutan mo muna yung figure bago mo i-identify yung mga nasa sasagutan. Okay, let's proceed to SLEM 9. Ayan, arcs and inscribed angle. Ito medyo halo-halo na to. So, these are inscribed angle. When you say inscribed angle, this is an angle whose vertex is on the circle and the sides containing the chords of the circle. Ano lang titignan mo dito para hindi ka malito? Ano yung ang pinaka-technique sa inscribed angle? Andito yung nabubuo niyang angle. Wala sa center. Gets? Kasi kapag central angle, yung circle mo, yung angle mo nandito sa gitna. Pero kapag intercepted arc, yung angle mo nandoon sa on the circle. Yan. Ayan. So, for example, here, we have the following figures of inscribed angle. Ayan. So, this one, angle ABC. ABC is an inscribed angle. Angle DEF is an inscribed angle. Angle RST. Take note, kahit hindi siya tumatama sa central angle, automatic yun. Or sa center. Basta yung kanyang dulo, yung vertex na is on the circle. Matic yun, that's a inscribed angle. Ayan, yung mga intercepted arc niya. Intercepted arcs niya, ganun pa rin kung ano yung tinamaan. Ito si arc CA, si arc DF, si arc RT. Okay. Next. So, doon na tayo sa measurement niya. Para makuha nyo yung measurement ng inscribed angle, that is half. Yan. Hindi siya kaparehas. That's 1/2 of the intercepted arc. Now, let's look at the figure. If this is 50, if this arc is 50, anong kalahati ng 50? That is 25. So, yung intercepted arc mong si CBA, si angle CBA is equal to 25. So, kapag ang binigay sa'yo is yung intercepted arc 25, ano yung arc CA mo? Times 2 lang. That's 50 degrees. Okay. So, dito, if this is 120, anong kalahati ng 120? That is 60. And this one, ayan. If this is 42, anong kalahati ng 42? That is 21. So, kung 21 si RST, 21 times 2, so arc RT is equal to 42. And dito is arc DEF, angle DEF, inscribed angle DEF. The measure of angle DEF is equal to 60. So, yung intercepted arc niya times 2. That's 120 degrees. Sa paggaling sa arc, divide. Kapag galing sa angle, multiply. Minsan nakakalito lang pag patong-patong na syempre yung yung nasa figure. Pero tingnan nyo lang maigi yung dulo. Sa an angle inscribed in a semicircle is a right triangle. Anong itsura nun? Ito yan. Anong angle to? Yan. Ano yung vertex niya? Si A. Angle DAB. Ano yung sinasabi niyang ini-intercept niya yung semicircle? Sabihin, ito yung semicircle mo. Tinatamaan niya yung semicircle. Tumama siya dun sa pinaka ano. Kung 180 to, anong kalahati ng 180? Syempre, that is 90 degrees. So, yun yung theorem niya. If an angle intercepts a semicircle, therefore, that is a right angle. Kahit usod-usod pa yan. So, ayun. Next. Inscribe angles subtended by the same arc are equal. So, ano yung ibig sabihin nun? Kunyari, ito. C. Angle QPS. Sino yung ano niya? Ini-intercept arc niya. Ang ini-intercept niya is si SQ. Diba? Tawag mo siya kay SQ. Next naman. Etong si ano? QRS. Sino ini-intercept niya? Yun pa din. Si RQS. Ibig sabihin, parehas yung measurement nito. Ni angle P and angle R. Ayan. Para mas maintindihan nyo, kasi ito pala yung may measurement. Wala ako na napakita. Pero same lang din naman yun. So, si angle PQR, ini-intercept niya si PR. Diba? Intercept niya to. Tapos, si arc PSR, ni-intercept niya si ini-intercept niya si RQ or si PR. Same lang sila ng tinatamaan. Yung dulo, si PR, si arc PR. Therefore, if this is 70, automatic PQ is 35 degrees. And angle S is also 35 degrees. Yun yung sinasabi dun na kapag same yung ini-intercept nila, then their measurements are also equal. Ayan. Describe angles subtended by the same arc are equal. So, if this is 35, this is also 35. Sana clear sa inyo yan. Opposite angles of an inscribed quadrilateral are supplementary. So, example ito, angle R plus angle T is equal to 180. So, paano nakuha yun? Sorry. Paano nakuha yun? Ayan. By angle inscribed theorem. Half of RST. Ito yun. And half ni RQT si S. So, kapag inad mo yung dalawang half na yun, ayan. Makikita mo half and half. So, since the sum of RST and RQT is 360, then it implies that angle Q plus angle S is equal to half of 360, which is equal to 180. Kasi diba yung isang buo ng isang circle is 360. Para mas makita nyo. RST, ito RST. Ini-intercept siya ni ito. So, ito yung part na yan, di ba? Next naman, yung katapat niya. Sino yung katapat niya? Si RST. So, ano yung ini-intercept niya? Itong part na to. So, kung yung part na yun, at saka yung part na to, pinagsama mo, buo yun, 360. Divided by 2. The answer is equal to 180. Yun lang yan. So, ayan. Sana hindi kayo malito dun sa mga activity. Tignan-tignan nyo lang yung dulo-dulo. Kung nasa central ba siya or hindi. Since inscribed automatic naman yun, kalahati yan. Walang angle sa gitna, so walang central angle dyan. And let's have SLEM number 10 for week 4 in second quarter. Ayan. If two minor arcs of a circle or a congruent circles are congruent, then the corresponding chords are congruent. So, example nito, parang sinasabi niya, kung ito daw si chord MN is congruent to chord MK, ibig sabihin, yung ini-intercept nila, ayan, arc MN is congruent to arc MK. Kumbaga, pares kasi sila ng length, so ibig sabihin yung length na tinamaan nila sa circle na mabubuo nila na arc ay equal din. Yan, so if MN is congruent to MK, makanalito kayo sa kulay. Ito si MN, si MK congruent daw sila. And MN corresponds to MN. Arc MN corresponds to chord MN. And MK corresponds to chord MK. Then the measure of segment MN or chord MN is congruent also to chord MK. Then ito naman yung susunod. Ayan, circle P is congruent to circle O. Ayan, kapag parehas sila ng if congruent yung dalawang circle and meron kang arc BD na congruent to arc BC, ibig sabihin yung mga chord nila ay congruent din. So, ganun lang din yung converse. If two chords of a circle are congruent, then yung kanilang arcs ay congruent din. So, yun yung nauna kong sinabi. So, kung ito ay congruent dito, ibig sabihin yung arc na in-intercept nila ay congruent din. Or corresponding arc. Not necessarily intercepted. Yung kanilang corresponding minor arc. If two central angles of a circle or congruent circles are congruent, then their corresponding minor arcs are congruent. So, parang ito lang yan. If angle MPR is congruent to angle NBC, therefore, itong si MR ay congruent din dito. So, example, kung 20 din yan, ibig sabihin si N ay 20 din, si arc MR ay 20. Yun lang yun. If two chords of a circle or a congruent circles are congruent, then their corresponding central angles are congruent. So, converse niya, if two central angles of a circular congruent circles are congruent, then the corresponding chords are congruent. So, parang if AB is congruent to CD, then si AOB daw ba ay congruent kay angle DOC. So, ayan, in circle OAB is congruent to CD. AB is congruent to CD. Ayan. Na-highlightan ko na. Next. AO is congruent to DO. BO is congruent to DO. So, radii of the same circle are congruent. Siyempre, equal to BO is congruent to CO. And AO is congruent to TO. So, by SSS, so corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. So, yun lang, yung mga, yung mga measurement lang ng mga sides and angles na konektado dun sa mga una nating mga lesson. Mga theorems na lang naman to. So, madaling na lang siya. So, example, Ito kasi, kahit hindi mo muna ito tingnan, yung pinaka-figure na lang yung tingnan mo eh. Sample ito, if BC is congruent to FE, BOC is 50, DOE is 50, DOE is 40. Yan. And AOE is a right triangle. AOE is a right triangle. So, ito congruent to. Congruent yan. Ibig sabihin yung arc na to, congruent din sa arc na yan. So, kung 50 to, ibig sabihin, ito ay 50 na din. Kung itong dalawa ay congruent, so 50 na din to. 50 to. Tapos ito ay 40 kasi 90 degrees. And then, since this is linear, 90 na din to ulit. And this is also 90 degrees. So, the rest will follow. Yung mga arc, kung 90 to, 90 din yan. 40 to, 40 yan. 40 to, 40 din to. And this is 80, 90. This is also 90 degrees. Then, you can answer na from 1 to 10. Ayun, that's all. And these are the terms to remember. Sana may nakuha naman kayo sa araw na to about circles. That's all. And salamat. Wait. Yeah, naka 37 minutes tayo. So, forward. Yan na lang.